Check it out. Remember how Cyborg put red dye in my shampoo and I turned brown for 2 days? Well, sister, it's payback time. I give you the Beast Boy Instalute 9000.
The Teen Titans. When I come across that name, my mind opens the floodgates of nostalgia, and I instantly get transported into a simpler time where depression wasn't constantly looming around the corner, and I wasn't on the brink of a quarter-life existential crisis every goddamn minute. Does that sound a little morbid? Maybe a little cynical? Good. I've effectively set the tone for what I'm trying to talk to y'all about today. The topic in question is the episode Haunted, Season 3, Episode 5 of the Teen Titans. I think by now we all know that cartoons from our youth sometimes carry darker themes and messages that went over our heads as kids. And this show is no different. By no means is it a Batman the Animated Series, but this show knew how to play to its strengths to be able to deliver a darker episode or message when it needed to. The episode Haunted has always stuck out to me due to its ability to put us into the perspective and mind of Robin. For a little bit of insight, I'll have to give you a bit of backstory as to what is going on at this time in the story of the Teen Titans, as well as the characteristics and personality of our beloved boy Wonder, as it might be a little different to what you're used to. Also, by now if you're wondering which Teen Titans show I'm talking about, it's obviously the 2003 triple OG Mac Daddy Teen Titans. I have no comments on Teen Titans Go because I don't even place them in the same category, so I'm not going to debate them. But yes, OG Teen Titans is my favorite, as it should. Okay, where we are in the story is easy to explain. The Titans have been a team for a while when they run into Deathstroke, I mean Slade. Sorry, I wouldn't want to scare any children away. So Slade is basically the biggest op on TV. The man just loves to try and fold the Titans any chance he gets, but also loves being up to no good to lure the Titans out and challenge them and study them. So after a while getting nowhere, Robin decides to go about getting closer to Slade by becoming an undercover villain named Red X. I'll actually let Robin take over from here.
I'm supposed to be one of the good guys, to always do the right thing. The line is supposed to be clear. But for me, back then, it wasn't. A madman was threatening the city, and I had to stop him. So I became Red X. A ruthless thief who could get closer to the madman than Robin ever could. But I didn't tell my teammates, and my plan didn't work. I almost lost my life. And my friends. It was the closest I've ever come to crossing the line.
Red X might be my favorite thing to come out of the Teen Titans. But anyways, after a little bit of time, the Titans are on a lead to capture Slade again when Robin is separated from the Titans, and eventually finds where Slade is located, which is a trap laid by Slade. Here we discover that Slade has injected the Titans with nanobots and threatens to use them to destroy the Titans if Robin declines to be Slade's new apprentice. Because Robin loves his team and seemingly has no choice, he accepts. This causes yet another rift with his team because he is now committing crimes for Slade, like stealing from Wayne Enterprises and fighting his team at the same time, with no explanation from Robin because Slade does not allow him to do so or he will kill them. Slade finally threatens to pull the trigger on the Titans anyways because Robin wasn't trying to fight them anymore, which leads to Robin injecting himself with the same nanobots so that Slade is forced to make a choice in killing his apprentice or deactivating the bots entirely. Slade ultimately chooses deactivation and the Titans get their first lick on Slade, breaking his mask, but Slade gets away, Robin properly returns to his team, and they go about their Titan business. After some time has passed, the Titans meet Terra, a young girl with gifted powers but majorly insecure about her powers and where she truly belongs. Terra is accepted as a Teen Titan, but during a mission she loses control of her powers and she runs into Slade, who offers to teach her how to control her powers, but in return she would have to turn against the Titans. This dude is always plotting some bullshit, I'm telling you. Terra leaves the Titans behind due to her secret of not being in control of her powers is figured out by Robin. After leaving for quite some time, she comes back seemingly in control of her powers. How convenient. While a little bit of pushback is given to her about how sus the situation is, they let her back on the team. What the Titans don't know is that she's a double agent. Slade got this girl plotting against the Titans. Another plot by Slade. Now another member of the Titans has secretly been an apprentice to Slade. While the team initially tries to loosen Slade's influence on Terra, they eventually accept the fact that they must treat her like any other criminal. After taking some L's, the Titans finally gain the upper hand on Terra. Terra retreats and Slade saves Terra through the means of other villains, although he does so resentfully. This is seen by Slade insulting and attacking Terra. This is where Terra realizes Slade was playing her the whole time, so Terra turns on Slade and eventually gains the upper hand on him, which leads to her kicking Slade into lava and Terra sacrificing herself because she caused this giant basic volcano, thus being the one who killed and stopped Slade. What a mouthful. I'll once again let Robin take over so I can give me a little break.
And I thought it was in the past. past. But now, someone else has crossed that line. And it's my job to stop him.
But who is he? I mean, if Robin's the ex, Red X, who's the new guy?
Okay, if he's not Robin's evil twin, then he's obviously a bionic monkey infused with Robin's DNA.
Okay, in reality, the Red X thing is only needed to be touched on briefly to let you know that the Red X suit is being worn by someone else, and this is enough to get Robin going on the guilt train as we see in his narration. Robin feels guilty due to the reason he built the suit in the first place, which was based on his motivation to stop Slade, which he failed at. This is important because this occurs right before the episode I'm trying to talk to y'all about. So now that we're officially caught up, what was the point of it? It's quite simple actually. Context. No, really. It's important to know where we are in the story to amplify the circumstances we find Robin under. You see, what I've been trying to get at here is the trauma that Robin has endured due to Slade. Yes, the Teen Titans as a team have suffered from Slade's hand, but in my opinion, Robin is the most traumatized / obsessed out of all the Titans. Sure, Beast Boy could fall into this argument as well, with the whole Terra business. And while I'm not downplaying that, I can't help but argue that Robin has suffered way more. Robin is the one who made a dangerous suit that fell into the wrong hands because of his mission to pursue Slade. Robin is the one that became Slade's apprentice and was pitted against his own team multiple times. And Robin is the one who failed to take down Slade by his own hand. More on that later. This Robin, aka Dick Grayson, is driven, but to the point of unparalleled obsession, constantly separating himself from his team in the pursuit of his one-man army campaign on Slade. Robin throughout the series is seen to be more brooding and serious, which could be chalked up to the teenage angst, or perhaps can even be interpreted as just him taking after his master, the Dark Knight. Regardless, Robin often puts the entire responsibility of situations on his back, even when he has his team. This is apparent when Robin has already built this mindset that he has to be the sole person to defeat Slade. Dick believes that he must be the one to stop Slade, even after Slade is already gone. This is where Haunted truly begins. The episode starts with Robin alone in the dark looking over 3 locations of the city through cameras. Cyborg enters the room and tells Robin he should go to bed, even though Robin insists that he has work to do. A little while later, we wander into the shadowy depths of Titan's Tower, where we see crates of old but not forgotten case files and evidence that are stored from past battles with villains. Here we see our boy Wonder digging up history that's better left in the past, much like his memories. We see Robin go through Slade's case files, where we see a broken mask left from a past encounter with Slade. Dust kicks up as Robin lifts the mask. Suddenly, the lights click on and Cyborg confronts Robin again, saying,
He's not coming back, you know. That's all that's left of him. Nothing but dust.
We can't be sure. He was never captured, never found.
We are then interrupted by an alarm which indicates a threat is occurring in the city. The Titans respond to the call and engage the villain Cinderblock, who has busted out of prison. During the battle, Robin is launched away from the team and Cinderblock and lands in the forest. With lightning striking and the darkness of night surrounding him, we see Slade appear, and the chase ensues with Robin in hot pursuit. As rain falls, we see Slade perfectly evade, defend, and taunt as Robin gives it his all to take down Slade. For a brief moment, Slade tells Robin that this was his plan all along, to free Cinderblock, to attract Robin's attention, and to tell him he's planted 3 seismic generators all over the city that will cause an earthquake in 3 hours. The chase continues and Robin is left empty-handed as Slade disappears and the Titans reappear to confront Robin on his lack of help during the Cinderblock fight. Robin informs the team that Slade is back and has plans to cause an earthquake with the generators. Cyborg doubts Robin at first because he knows Robin has had Slade on his mind lately. After further explanation, the team gets on board as Robin splits the team up to go after the generators while he and Starfire go after Slade. Although, all is not well when the team reports back telling Robin that there are no generators. Robin yells at the team to keep looking and throws his communicator down in anger, and he says he should have done it himself. As Starfire tries to plead with Robin to have faith in his team, he spots Slade again and goes after him. On the attack, Robin falls short as Slade gains the upper hand on him. Starfire arrives shortly after, and Slade takes off running in Starfire's direction. Robin yells at Starfire to stop Slade, but she does not see him. After yelling at Starfire and grabbing her aggressively, it is revealed that Starfire did not see Slade at all. Okay, so at this point it's kind of wild to the viewer's perspective because we see Slade and so does Robin. Things aren't adding up though. Robin can see Slade and we also saw those generators at those locations as well. Also, keep in mind that these 3 generator locations are the exact same locations that Robin was looking after at the start of the episode when he was looking over the city. So, things are a little sus, and the Titans also think this whole thing is sus, but they set out to find Robin, who has made his way to Slade's old hideout to try and find Slade on his own. Surprise, surprise, he finds him. Robin again tries to defeat Slade, but he evades all of Robin's attacks and taunts him even more. He tells Robin the reason why Starfire and the team can't see him is due to cloaking technology. Slade also says things that really amplify what Robin is going through in his head.
Brings back memories, doesn't it?
All I remember is how much I hated you.
What I remember is that you couldn't defeat me. At least not all alone. Your friends won't find the generators, and they can't see me. They can't see the truth, Robin, even when it's right in front of them.
Then I'll have to take care of you myself. I've stopped you before.
Robin, if you've stopped me, then why am I still here?
Robin gets the absolute brakes beat off of him, I can't even lie. This only stops when the Titans eventually find Robin and discover there is no Slade, but Robin is fighting nothing. The Titans try to plead with Robin that there is no Slade, and an argument ensues amongst them. This leads to Robin threatening the team that he will take them down if they stand in his way. Just as Robin draws a Berdarang, Starfire puts down Robin from behind, incapacitating him. So at this point, they got my dog laid up in the infirmary, strapped up like Hannibal Lecter, as the Titans discuss what they should do about Robin and how they can help him. First of all, this scene is amazing. The visuals alone of Robin strapped to a hospital bed give me serious Batman the Animated Series vibes. If you know, you know. Before we can even get to see what the Titans are talking about, here comes Slade once again proving he's the biggest op on TV by showing up again to ruin Robin's night. As Robin is in his bed literally fighting his own demons, the Titans are at a loss for what is going on with Robin, as nothing adds up about Slade. Mid-discussion, we see Robin's vitals start to spike before flatlining, indicating great turmoil is occurring. As the Titans storm into the room, they find Robin has disappeared into the ventilation shafts. As Beast Boy tries to pursue, Robin initiates a lockdown procedure, keeping the Titans at bay temporarily. This causes Raven to locate Robin with her powers, as well as infiltrate his mind to be able to see what he's experiencing. Also, if you want proof that Robin is Dick Grayson, or proof that Batman exists in the Teen Titans universe, we get two great snippets of info here in his mind. One seeing Robin taking an oath in a cave, wonder what that could be, and the other being the Flying Graysons in the circus. Anyways, after getting into Robin's point of view, Raven tries to prove to Robin that Slade is not there, only to be met with a nice punch right in the kisser, kicking Raven out of Robin's mind, thus proving to the team that Robin believes he is seeing Slade even though he's not really there. The stress from fighting this imaginary Slade is what's causing Robin's body to suffer great damage, and in Robin's mind, Slade is winning as we see that he's not even damaged. Robin, on the brink of death, begins to plead with Slade to stop. This is where we get this chilling line from Slade. Cold ass line, not gonna lie. This scene really embodies the entire video as to the trauma and obsession that Robin has had and felt with Slade over the duration of Slade's reign as the biggest op to the Titans. You'll never guess what saves Robin though. The power of friendship. No bullshit. Well, kind of. Robin finally comes to grips that his friends were right and he needs to deal with the fact that Slade is only in his mind because he allows him to be. This is where he flips on the lights for the last time, finally getting Slade out of his mind for good, and we finally see Robin confirm what I've been talking about for the last 12 minutes when he explains it to his team.
I've been fighting Slade for so long. I guess it's hard to just let it go. But sometimes I feel like I'm the only one still looking for him. The only one who can stop him.
Robin, you are never alone.
And if Slade really does ever return, we'll be ready.
What a fucking episode, am I right? Look, this episode will forever stand out to me for building on this long tension and trauma our boy Dick has felt for seasons now. I thought they did a really good job at showing us what was going on in Robin's head. I absolutely love when episodes with real depth and adult subject matter go over our heads as kids, because it makes it that much more exciting to go back and watch these shows again as adults, which is why I highly encourage you to go watch it on your own, especially now that you have the proper context. Now, before I go, I am not here to tell you that the reason Robin saw Slade was entirely due to PTSD finally sitting in and made Slade appear out of thin air, although it certainly helped. The real reason Robin saw Slade was due to him picking up the mask in the beginning of the episode and inhaling that dust that came off the mask. Never pick up a fucking mask, kids. This dust was a hallucinogen reagent that's a fucking mouthful, that Slade installed into his mask. So yeah, the fucking magic dust made him see, hear, and feel Slade, which is a total fucking cop-out. But with the proper context, it's tolerable because you know what Robin has endured prior to seeing Slade again. Now the real kicker here is that Robin picking up the mask didn't trigger the hallucinogen. It was actually remotely set off from an undisclosed location. Boom. Big twist. Alright guys, I've taken enough of your time. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you want more videos like this, consider subscribing because I'll be tackling more videos and topics just like this. Also, let me know what your favorite episode of the Teen Titans is in the comments. I would love to see standout episodes I've forgotten about. Anyways, take it easy, catch you in the next one. Peace.